Good morning, everyone. It is October 18th at around 8:54 in the morning. I'm going to show you a little bit on how I start the day. I generally trade options on the major indexes, specifically the SPY and the Q. I'm going to kind of show you what I go through here about a half hour before the bell to kind of gauge where I think the market's going to go, and we'll take it from there. So here's the indicators I use. I'm typically 90% of the time working off the 5-minute and the 30-minute charts. I'm looking for both divergence and convergence on my indicators. I'm also right now I'm going to be analyzing the futures in the morning. So right now our E-mini represents the futures in the SPY, S&P 500. Has been on a downward. It's picking up here. Overall, futures are down. So right now, given what we have to look at, no major news yet in the market. We do have a major earnings week this week. Typically, we've been seeing little dips before major earnings, but we got Tesla coming up, Netflix, AMC. We got a bunch of big ones this week. So, with that being said, we should have a relatively strong week, but it is Monday, so we'll see how things start off. But based on where the futures is, the big indicator that we're going to start looking at here, that blue line, that's our 200-day moving average. We are currently trading in the pre-market below that. You can see we were well above it on Friday. We had a nice bull run on Friday, and it seems to be dipping in the pre-market because the futures are down. What I would guess at this point is that here we're going to see a jump at open followed by a correction and a dip to the downside. It's kind of what I'm expecting. We look at our indicators, we look at our MACD, we're in a negative. RSI, we're oversold, and our DMI, we are showing some buying pressure, so we got some divergence there. On our 30, we have falling buying pressure, but we still have a negative MACD. So as of now, we're looking at an opening jump and dip, and we'll take it from there. Usually I jump in around 15-20 minutes into the market. We'll see where things settle. But you'll be able to see my trades live today, so I will check back in with you guys in about 25 minutes. So here we are. We're about a minute out from the bell. We're looking at playing with the 443 puts and calls on the SPY. We haven't got the new Delta numbers coming yet. They'll come in at 9:30. But those are going to be the in the money ones we want to trade. Futures still down and dropping. Death of Colin Powell this morning came out. Will most likely have minimal effect. But here we go. Let's see if we get the little jump off the rip. There we go. Kind of as expected here. Futures taking a jump. So we're looking to see this. And we want to get in on a put around here. Crossing MACD under the 200. As soon as we go green here, we got a lot of red in the S&P 500 off the rip today. So we're just going to get the drop. Let's see what continues to happen here before we get into anything.
I continue to believe that the amount of cash these companies generating, as David said, is extraordinary.
So at this point, we're going to now start looking at the algos. So our algos on the SPY are active, as well as the Q. We use the Q and the SPY also as divergence against each other. They do tend to run together. So when we see a difference, something to come.
points to win.
So we're looking for some conversions here between the 30 and the 5 to confirm a trend. We just want to get on the right side of the market here. Buying pressure falling on a DMI on the 30, or selling pressure, buying pressure decreasing on the 5. Algo's on the way up. Futures on the way back up.
There's only so much capital that can be expended at this point in terms of various technologies that they may be pursuing for carbon capture and or other initiatives.
Let's look at our map, see how the rest of the market is doing.
But David, it's kind of like a card game. Do you really, you put out, you say, listen, I'm going to do 10 billion, and then you come back and say, I raised myself 2 billion? I mean, I don't think that Mike Wood can raise himself. He just took it from 3 to 10. Why does he have to then this quarter take it from 10 to 12? Because I know he has more money. I think that the real thing to do is to start doing what the other ones do and say, you know what, we got to return some of this. We are having a real windfall. Remember the oil windfall tax, David? When some of that came back? Absolutely.
So we got a very rare and interesting gap up here.
They're just not going to succeed.
Algos are popping. If we look at the futures, we're also on upward. So we're going to go ahead and change our position to a call. Looks like we're on the bullish side now. Our MACD, everything's confirming on the 30. So we're going to go ahead and go with the 445 calls to get 30 contracts. And we're going to ride the upward wave. It's 3,200. And we will see how it does. Trying to play this for 2 bars. So here we are still in this trade, about to close out. We had a nice little run here, about $730. One trade, so let's close that out real quick. Take our profit. 800 is where we're finishing off at, which is nice. 854, 959. Oh, there we go. We had a nice rip there. So there we go. 30 contracts, so we did well on that. About 28 cents on 3,000 shares. Market's still jumping. How did we stay in? Well, we followed the futures. We followed our rising MACD, our confirmation on the 30-minute. And most importantly, the algo stayed up all morning. So that's how we stay in. But overall, good morning. Made about $1,000 by 11 o'clock in the morning. Pretty flat morning, but we got on the right side of the market and took full advantage of it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your day.